Now I want to show you how you can jump from one pattern into another, so to speak, on the fly. There's many ways how to do that. This particular one I am showing you is just really nice to have under your fingers, because you can do slides and you can it's very accessible, and it's a systematic way of looking at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with pattern 1, and then I'm going to skip pattern 2 and jump right into pattern 3, and then I'm going to jump right into pattern 6. So I marched up the bass, playing a complete pattern 1 up to the 2nd string, jump on the same string, play on 2 strings the next pattern, and then jump up to pattern 6, skipping pattern 5, and finishing it up. So that way I am playing basically 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 notes in each of the patterns. Okay, so let's do that again, nice and slow. And back into pattern 3, into pattern 1. Now if I play 1, 3, and 6, obviously I skip 2 and 5, and by the way, your handout details how to do that. So take a look at that. It's going to be helpful in figuring out these 2 ways of doing that. Now when I'm going to start with pattern 2, I'm still going to play that G from pattern 1, just so that we hear the root and have a reference note. But that's all I'm going to play of pattern 1. So out of pattern 1, I'm going to jump into pattern 2, play my 4 notes. Now jump 3, play the 2 middle strings on pattern 5, and now I'm going to jump into pattern 1 up here. Pattern 2, and all the way down. One more time, nice and slow. So I'm just going to play the root so I can hear it. Pattern 2, jump right into pattern 5, jump all the way up into pattern 1, finish up on pattern 2. And I'd like to do a G major groove for you using this kind of concept. And I was mentioning slides earlier. What's nice if you do these sort of connections is that you can slide into the different positions. So that's kind of a nice thing to use. And of course, you can also go from one position into the next one without skipping. You know, you can go from pattern 1 directly into pattern 2. There are no rules of what not to do or what to do, but it's just nice to sort of think it through in a systematic fashion at least a couple of times. So let's make some music with this idea. There's this track in major as well as a track in minor for you to download, and I encourage you to use groove and fill, diagonally moving shapes out of the patterns and having some fun with that creatively.